What up, Block fam? Welcome to today's episode where we are riding the brand new 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide. There's a couple significant changes to this thing you guys are going to see right off the bat. We do have a couple things that trickle down from the CVO. I mean, the entire new body set. We've got Matt here.
What's up?
Works for this company right here, so he's pretty knowledgeable on this stuff. I'm going to hand it over to him.
Like you said, obviously we have the same styling that has come down from the CVOs from last year. The LED lighting on the front and the back all across the bike. Skyline OS infotainment, same screen size, same infotainment. Road Glide and the Street Glide for model year 2024 will come with the 117. It's the same setup with the liquid cooling, just no VVT. VVT is just only in the CVOs. But you still have a 117 cubic inch motor, liquid cooled, 130 foot-pounds of torque, 105 horsepower. Quite a bit of power right from the factory. The Road Glide is 16 pounds lighter than the current version, and then the Street Glide is 18 pounds lighter. It also has ride modes. The difference from the CVOs to these is really just your custom ride modes. So this one has road, sport, and rain, and then one customizable ride mode, which is great. Same bar setup on the Road Glide, 27 degrees of adjustability. It's got a brand new seat. It's a similar style to the CVO seat where it kind of puts your hips forward a little bit more. Our design and engineering team did quite a bit of additional research trying to make that position as comfortable as possible. Same saddlebag styling as the CVOs and same luggage capacity. The big difference is that the saddlebags don't come with the speakers in them. Black and chrome is like the base model.
Staple, man, you gotta.
Yep,
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. And then there are a variety of color options, and then the black trim is also an option for an additional cost. Brand new wheels that are exclusively on the new Street Glide and Road Glide. Black trim, machine cut, kind of 5-spoke wheels, look really, really good. The audio up front is a different audio from the CVO, but it is a 100% power increase from the current or previous version of the Street Glide and Road Glide. So
nice.
A nice boost from the current version, and then the CVOs have like the next version up from that.
Okay.
So it's a really nice sound system.
Brief overview, but we'll be sure to drop the link down in the description below so you guys can get all that nitty-gritty tech specs if you want to read through those. So we're going to go ahead and get on these bikes. We're going to go test ride for a bit. And what's up?
One more thing. Brand new rear suspension, 50% more, 3 inches versus the 2 inches previous, same as the CVOs. And then the front, while not inverted, is a new upgraded front suspension. So it's new springs, new valves, and it's been tuned specifically for the brand new rear suspension.
Nice.
So that's something that you're going to feel right away.
We'll give you guys detailed thoughts, feedback in ride. I can probably just go ahead and say this off of that rip right there that Road Glide is going to be hitting the bank account probably pretty soon. So let's get on the ride. Heads up real quick, we'll get right back to the video, but just want to let you guys know that we are giving away this motorcycle through our website, blockheadmoto.com. We've given away over 10 motorcycles so far. We've been doing this for like 7+ years, which is crazy to think. If you guys want to get in on potentially winning this bike for season 10 of the Blockhead bike giveaway, head over to blockheadmoto.com, sign up, select a tier, and you guys are in and get plenty of other perks. If you guys have any questions on it, let me know. All right, guys, now for the ride portion on the brand new Harley-Davidson Road Glide. Man, this is awesome. Big thanks once again to Harley-Davidson for the opportunity riding on the PCH, Pacific Coastal Highway, Highway 1 on a brand new Harley-Davidson. Hell yeah, brother. So the key takeaways from this thing that I know most of you guys are going to focus on: brand new headlight. One of the things I was kind of like, oh my God. So this is all integrated one piece. You do have a vent through the headlight, which is crazy. You do have a vent up here, which you can open and close. I'll show you guys that in a second. Dual disc front brakes. Suspension feels really nice. It's a 117 standard, which is wild. Doing 117 standard now. The bags are shorter, chopped, as you guys can see, but they are a little wider. So apparently they have more space than the previous bags. It does have that hill lock feature, so if you basically press and squeeze the brake, it'll keep you from moving backwards. Little H on the screen there. going to be difficult to talk about the motorcycle as like you've got these views on the left side. Freaking A, man. You guys do me a huge favor. If you guys enjoy motorcycle content like this and you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications for future uploads and activity. If you guys enjoy the video, by the end of it, you know, consider hitting that like button. So here on the left side, you do have a trigger switch, which is going to be for your brand new headlight. So if you pull that in, it's going to be your pass light. So you basically have the running light on right now or low beam. You pull it in, it's going to turn on the brights. So that's like your pass. So pew, 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 or pass, pass, pass. You also have the high beam, which you're going to press out on that, and then the high beam will stay on. Now the LED headlight on this thing, man, is definitely, I think, one of the key selling points. Really makes the bike look a lot more modern, brings it up to speed in terms of the looks. Whenever Harley-Davidson announced the CVO, one of the things that Brad Richards, who's the VP of design, talked about. I'm sorry guys, it's impossible to like not appreciate. There's like a little wood cabin back there, like right on the beach, and the waves are crashing over the rocks. Look at this little town. Anyways, what was I saying? Brad Richards, VP of design. One of the things that he had mentioned with the release of the CVO in a meeting that we went to was about modernizing the look and the feel of the Road Glide and the Street Glide, which I think they've done a great job at that. So the Road Glide, all new bodywork. It's funny because they've redesigned it, but it still pays homage to the original design. So it still has that same feel to it, but it's more modern. It's got like some sharper lines to it. It looks more aggressive in my opinion. The side profile of it now, damn. I was talking to Matt this morning and I was saying how when I first started, you know, into motorcycles, I bought an Iron 883 because I really loved like the lean, stripped down look of it. Now, like that I've been riding motorcycles for over 7 years, you know, I've got an appreciation for a bobber and choppers and all that stuff. As you guys know, we do build out, you know, custom choppers. Just finished up the 1960s Harley-Davidson Panhead chopper that we built out. But having an appreciation for the modern stuff now too, I mean, you can definitely enjoy both. And this, it is purpose designed. So this is considered a touring motorcycle, and they call it that just in case you want to like tour across 1,000 miles in a day. You want to go hundreds and hundreds of miles, you know, on like a journey across the US or whatever country. You want to go from like San Diego up to Seattle and like ride this highway all the way there. Like this is going to do that for you comfortably because you're basically in this little pocket of protection from the wind. You got wind up here, no wind down here. For those of you that do ride that have done like a good amount of distance, oh my god, you know that like riding in the wind, man, it can tire you out super quick. It really can beat you up. Speaking of wind and adjusting it, a little vent right here so you can press it up or you can press it down and close it. It does make a bit of a difference. You also have adjustable vents here. So yeah, you've got a couple different like levels of adjustment from the wind. Something like this greatly helps you. You know, it keeps you from getting as fatigued. You're not doing all these micro corrections like in your neck because the wind is like pushing your helmet around and pushing your head around. It also does help with the wind noise, which keeps it off of your ears. It keeps you from becoming as fatigued. If you're riding without a helmet, I don't really know how that is. I always ride with the full face. Oh, sorry. So that's the perk of the fairing. Obviously the fairing has much more stuff built into it depending on the level that you go. You've got speakers, your infotainment, so it's probably flashing in the screen, but that's just the refresh rate between the GoPro and the screen here, so sorry about that guys. You can basically do like all sorts of different layouts with this thing. You can do it like a touring layout. You've got your standard layout right now, which is RPMs on the left, tachometer on the right, modes, which, you know, will change over here in just a minute. You've got your gear indicator, speedo, yeah, your trip B, which we can change, ambient temp, your fuel range, which is currently 163 miles, front and rear tire PSI, that's cool. You've got a compass telling you which direction you're going, so we're currently going up Highway 1 or the PCH in California. I feel like I always fight so hard not to like express gratitude in these videos because like I am so damn grateful to be able to like be invited to stuff like this. I usually always thank Harley-Davidson, but then I always have to thank you guys as well, because I honestly would not be getting invited to stuff like this if you weren't watching, hitting the like button, leaving comments and all that stuff. Harley-Davidson wouldn't see value in inviting me out here. It's literally like, shoo, wet road. It's literally because of you guys watching that like I do get these opportunities, so I can't thank y'all enough. Here's a challenge for you. Post down below something that you are grateful for that is potentially associated with motorcycles. Man, this thing is handling like an absolute dream, guys. Like, the brakes feel so good. The power delivery, I mean, I'm not even like downshifting or riding super aggressively because I don't know these roads for one. But like leaning over, getting right on the edge of scraping floorboard. I scraped floorboard a little bit earlier. I usually kind of like put my foot down a little bit just to get that like pre-warning, because you don't want to hit floorboard too hard, otherwise it's going to cause you to jump back a little bit. Hitting bumps, but it's a very predictable rebound. I'm only using rear brake for the most part. Plenty of torque to get you going as you come out of the turns. Dude, it's crazy to think that the 117 is basically coming standard on these things now. It used to only be in the CVOs or like the specials. It's literally like, this is the new standard, is 117. That little bump right there in the middle of a turn, you guys should have been able to see kind of how it bounced. Very predictable. Like, if you hit that bump in the middle of that turn, going at speed, like if you had suspension, it could really screw you over. Dude, the suspension, like, it feels great, which is crazy to say. Like, stock suspension feels as nice as it does. I think we were talking about controls like, what, 10 minutes ago or so. So, controls. You also have cruise control on the left, so you're going to press that button in the center, in to turn it on, back in to turn it off, and then you're going to basically hit set at the bottom. So boom, set, cruise control on. You can you know, rest your right hand a bit just in case it's cramping up, and then to turn cruise control off, you just roll forward on throttle, hit front or rear brake, and it'll turn it off, or you can hit cancel or turn it off there too. You have your traction control button as well, so if you want to change the traction control settings, you can. And then you have your menu options, so if I were to hit this button right there, it's going to go to bike function. You can turn on heated hand grips. You've got infotainment. Oh, that's cool. You can actually turn infotainment on or off. A button pad here, so you can basically like toggle through that stuff left, right, and press in on the center one, and then your back button as well. And then below that, you have your left indicator. Oh my God, that bump was gnarly. Woo, I didn't even see that thing coming. Didn't go into my back though, man. It really like jostled the bike quite a bit, but yeah, I'm totally fine. Oh, and then you've got your horn, so beep. On the right side, you've got your on, off, your starter, your hazard, PTT mic. So if you have basically like the infotainment connected up to a Bluetooth microphone, like in your helmet or something, you can do voice commands and whatnot. You can take phone calls, see who's calling and all that stuff on the infotainment there. And then you've got some audio options, so volume up, volume down, previous and next. And then you've got your right indicator down on the bottom, so boop right indicator. And then you've got your mode switch. So we're in road mode, which is probably totally fine for the roads that we're on right now, but if you press that in the lower left part of the screen there, it will change. So you got sport mode, and then you let off throttle, and then changes to rain mode, and then you press it again, and it changes back to road mode. So road mode is going to be just kind of like a middle of the line. The throttle responsiveness still feels good, but it's not going to be as on-off, which is good for this because, you know, we are on kind of wet roads, so I don't want to basically be coming out of a turn, hit throttle, and it deliver too much power. Granted, the tires should be plenty warm at this point. It is a colder day, so it's probably going to take them a little bit longer to warm up. But then we also have wet roads, which isn't the best. You know, whenever you've got a lot of torque, I could probably, you know, drop a couple gears here, pull back on throttle, and do a little bit of a rolling Bernie, but not with a brand new unreleased motorcycle. I'm not. On that note, I did forget to include in the beginning of this episode, but I should have, this is a pre-production model Harley-Davidson Road Glide, so not quite the production model. There might be a couple little things here and there that might be changed or might be updated, so just to kind of give you guys a heads up. If you guys are interested in this bike, the best thing that you can do is go to a Harley dealership, see if they've got one in stock, go give it a test ride. Check it out, ride it for yourself, see if you like it, see if it fits you. On that see if it fits you note, I am 5'10" tall, and this bike fits me perfect. Honestly, on the last Road Glide models that they had with the old bars, I felt like a T-Rex, kind of, oh man, This is a good suspension test on this part of the road. This thing is bumpy. Yeah, I felt like a T-Rex because the bars came like down here and you were like this, so my arms always felt like scrunched up. But like Matt was saying, these new ones, you know, they come up, they're more in line with your body. They are adjustable, so if you guys want to loosen that top clamp and adjust them forward or adjust them back, you totally can. I think he said that they have 27 degrees of angle or something like that. Oh, this is going to be a great spot to be able to check out these headlights. Look at that thing.
Pretty good road to test out how nimble they are.
Yeah, it's awesome. How tall are you, Ricky? 5'8"? How do you feel on it? Yeah, fits you. Would you like to sit on it so we can see what 6'1" looks like on it? I like how I give you guys the option, like, sit on the bike. How do you feel on it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything you'd...
I love the bar position.
Yeah, that's the last thing I was just commenting on. It's not like angled back like this. I don't feel like a T-Rex. You know, like on the last ones, I felt like my arms are scrunched up. And you said it has what, 27 degrees?
27 degrees of adjustability. So
That's awesome.
display, cruise, sport, tour.
Okay, so the just RPM, and then if you go over to tour, it's going to be like gauge on the left, but
And then the
map on the right side.
is huge. Yep.
Nice. That's like very well thought out.
And cruise is kind of in between, where you've got a lot more information here, speedometer, fuel gauge, and then map in the middle.
Nice.
So you can do Bluetooth your phone, you can connect it via the cord, and then if you have the headset connected, obviously you can have little,
Do the voice command and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you guys have like a USB-C in there for phone connectivity, nice deep pockets. And these are pressed to open. Don't just pull them up and rip them.
That's pressed open. Nice light touch.
Yep. So we were talking about these little cubbies, but in the previous Road Glide, they were like more at this angle. And these ones, they go down and in, which I actually prefer. So to me, that makes more sense because like if you open these up, especially like if you're on the go, you were to like hit a bump or something, you've got a potential chance of something falling out. And the previous ones, I actually have almost dropped a GoPro out of them. But in these, whenever I rode the CVO, whatever you put in there is just solidly in there, which it's a better design. So good on Harley for paying attention to something like that. So yeah, the ergonomics, I think we were talking about that. I'm plenty comfortable on this bike. Skirt. Man, this is for sure a testament to the suspension and the handling on this motorcycle. This is awesome. I think one of those things that I talk about with suspension is like you don't want it to be like too soft that, you know, and bouncing all over the place. But you don't want it to be too stiff either. Giggity. You want it to be predictable, you know. It has to rebound appropriately, it has to absorb appropriately, and if it has those characteristics, it's going to give you confidence in going over bumps, especially like going over bumps in the middle of turns, much as we're doing in a lot of these turns. There's one thing I took away from Kyle Wyman teaching us at Champ School: cold tires, cold tires. Thank you, car. You're awesome. Appreciate you. So one of the things he was saying about the seat is that it's been redesigned to kind of angle your hips a little bit differently. Now, a seat is a very personal thing. So if you guys like the stock seat, it's one of those things. Some people love them, some people hate them. Usually it's one of the first things that I change, just because I like to be able to scoot back a little bit more. Honestly, if I had one point of feedback, it would probably be the seat, just because, yeah, I like my Saddleman. You know, I usually do like Saddleman step up with tuck and roll, so it's comfy, it's a little bit skinnier, does provide some nice back support. So that's probably one of the first things that I would change. If you guys don't know, we do own a motorcycle shop called Blockhead Garage, and one of the things that we specialize in is building custom performance motorcycles. And we do specialize in Harley-Davidson, you know, doing all sorts of stuff to, you know, full-blown, turbocharged, stage 4s, dyno tuned, whatever you want. We can build it, frame up, paint, we do it all. So yeah, if I were to buy this motorcycle, which, yes, that's one of the questions I like to answer as well at the end of the video, which I'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, if I were to buy this motorcycle, I'll probably change the seat first, and then the bars. I mean, the bars are good, but the angle of them is a little different for me. They're a little bit more like out, so I would bring them in a little bit to be more at my shoulder level. They are a little bit below my shoulder level right now, but traditionally I'm used to bars being like right here, which is just, you know, for me, personal preference. And then after that, you know, we would do a ton more stage 4, throw a 135 in it, custom paint options after we tackle the performance first, of course. So yeah, I don't have a ton of criticism about the bike, honestly. I'm really enjoying it. Now, you can dial in suspension as well if you want to go custom suspension route. There are aftermarket suspension manufacturers that do offer suspension. Harley-Davidson actually has a premium level suspension for this motorcycle already. They basically teamed up with Ocoee. They offer rear reservoir shocks. It's definitely one of the perks about Harley-Davidson is that there's a ton of aftermarket support. Now, with this new body style, the frame is the same. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that will translate over. Now, there are some things that are different, you know, front fairing probably being one of the most notable ones. The bags, you know, if you guys are looking for something for touring, obviously the bags are a plus, the fairings are a plus. This bike was purpose built for crushing miles, as Justin would say.
Crush miles. We're gonna crush 1,500 plus miles on it. Pack it up and crush how many miles today? 300 miles today. Crush these last hundreds of miles.
Crush miles, not hearts. So yeah, you can load up a bunch of stuff in the bags if you want. You can also add different parts and accessories to it. They do have a, you know, little back trunk option like Matt has on the Street Glide there, which is a quick detach. So yeah, you can customize it out to your liking if you guys are looking for more performance, you know, than just the 117. If you want to do an exhaust, if you want to do cams, if you want to do a big bore kit, you can actually do all of that within warranty. You can take this thing up to a 135 crate engine if you want, which is incredibly peppy. Or if you want to go aftermarket, you can do that as well. You can turbocharge them if you want. You can supercharge them if you want. It's all sorts of stuff that you can do. Like I said, one of the perks of Harley-Davidson is there's so much aftermarket community around it. And chances are there's going to be a manufacturer out there that offers a part that you want. On that note, for those of you that don't know, Blockhead Moto is getting into manufacturing. We've actually done a couple prototypes on our exhaust. We released it for a little bit, but then we took it back because there's some changes that we wanted to make and revisit the manufacturing process. So send everybody's money back that was in for a pre-order, and we'll have some updated announcements for that in the future. We are also getting into other hard parts, which you guys will be seeing us doing some of the prototyping for. We're going to be doing foot pegs and risers and air cleaners, derby covers, timer covers. I think that's the overall, like, you know, kind of thoughts and feedback about this bike. Is it feels more refined than the previous road glides. Aesthetically, man, I love the look of it. It does look more aggressive. Got sharper lines on the fairing, on the tank, on the bags. Overall, just, I'm a fan. Dude, I just cannot believe this freaking test ride right now. It's just, eat your heart out, Tail of the Dragon. There's nobody else on this road. I freaking love it. I like this way more than Tail of the Dragon. I mean, Tail of the Dragon's cool, but I feel like it's just too, you know, publicized. Like, there's too many people there. So at the end of these videos, I like to answer 2 questions, and I'm pretty sure you guys already know what the answers are to both of those based on me talking about the bike. Number 1, what would I change about the bike? What's my biggest criticism? And yeah, I think that's just like the positioning. You know, it's awesome. It actually fits me really well, especially better than the previous bikes. You know, the previous model Road Glide. Sheesh. Bro, that was a tight turn. Dude, this bike is just killing it right now. Which brings me to the next question that I like to answer in these videos, and that question is, would I buy it? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. It's been a long time coming. I think I've held off for a while on buying a Harley-Davidson touring bike. A while back, I was trying to decide between the Street Glide and the Road Glide, and I made some videos. I ended up going with a Harley-Davidson Softail Lowrider S, and I outfitted that with the ST fairing, and then we threw bags on it as well, and so it does kind of feel like a mini Road Glide. Since I would like an actual Harley touring bike, I took the bags off of that Goldzilla. I put the sissy bar back on just because I want that to be not my touring bike. That's where this one comes in. Would I buy it? Yeah, I was already leaning towards the Road Glide because I do like the fixed fairing. Whenever Harley-Davidson released the CVO, one of the things I talked about was really liking the CVO front fairing, tank, bags, the overall aesthetic, the fact that it looks more aggressive. Like Brad says, it's like he kind of took the previous design, you know, stretched it a little bit tighter so it really accents those lines. So you've got sharper line here, here, coming down here. Also, notice a recurring theme through it. You've got angles like this, right? So line here, line here. Same with the tank. It's not just a rounded tank. You've got line here, angle there, line here, angle there. So added like a whole other plane. Same with the side cover, angle there. I think they did an absolutely killer job in the design with it. So hats off to Harley-Davidson. Matt, sold. I'll buy it. I'll take it. But yes, I would absolutely buy this motorcycle. You guys let us know your thoughts on it. I love the redesign. I love the new look. Hopefully this video was insightful for you. Whoa, before the outro, real quick also guys, if y'all want to tune in after this video to a live stream between myself, Two Lane Life, Just GQ, and Cycle Fanatics, be sure to head over to their channel. I think we're doing it at like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the day that this video is released. You guys are going to be seeing another review video from us on this channel for the Street Glide in just a few days, so be sure to subscribe. If you want to check out some of the other models, be sure to check out those other guys at their channels, Just GQ, who did this ride with me, Cycle Fanatics, and the Two Lane Life guys. If you guys want to go follow Ricky, where can people find you on Insta, on YouTube?
Instagram and YouTube at JustGQ, JustGQE.
If you have any questions on it, do us a favor, post down in the comments below if you have any questions on those, really detailed tech specs. Like I said, check out the link. I'll be sure to drop a link listing all those, super tech specs if you guys are interested in reading through those. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. It lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job. If you guys aren't subscribed already, you want to continue to see motorcycle content like this, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon also so it's... Really? Wow. Hit the bell icon also so it sends you notifications of future uploads and activity. Until next time, you guys ride safe out there, stay vigilant. Catch you in the next one. Peace.